Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa. And we're really late to this party.
You know who'll be late to the Spider-Man party?
Jeff Daniels.
So we get it. We're really late to this party.
Yeah, like really late. But we're finally here. Our schedule has finally given us time to give this reaction.
Yeah, we've wanted to watch the new Spider-Man trailers, but we've been really busy. I mean, outside of doing this, we do have jobs that we had to kind of prepare before we went on our little mini, not much of a vacation to Phoenix Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That was a lot of work. In fact, you can check out the vlogs on our channel that we put up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Phoenix Comic-Con. But we are going to watch trailer 3 for Spider-Man
Finally.
Homecoming. Yeah. And then after we talk about it, we'll watch the international trailer, because everybody's saying it's fairly different from trailer 3. So we're going to get those both in right
Now. Fast-paced music.
Here we go. Good evening, Peter. You have 576 possible web shooter combinations.
Very Tony Stark, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't fit me.
When's our next retreat?
What, next mission? We'll call you. All right?
It's not 100, but I'm just grabbing the toe for you.
I'm not there yet.
All right, kid. Good luck out there.
Hey, Peter, you coming tonight? I can't tonight. I got the Stark internship. What's up,
So
guys?
cool, though.
Mr. Stark, here's my report for tonight. I stopped the Grand Theft bicycle. Hey, could you do me a favor? Hold on a minute. Is this anybody's bike? Oh, I helped this old lady and she bought me a churro. So, that was nice.
He's such a kid. I love it.
I know.
Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. Hulk gives it away. New move I'm working on. Not bad.
Okay.
This feels so strange.
Get a little bit more of that scene.
These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, there are people who handle this sort of thing. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Activating parachute.
Yeah, Spidey's got a parachute.
The world's changing, boys. It's time we change, too.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Michael Keaton.
Spanish quiz.
You gotta get better at
Shocker.
this part of
Yeah,
the job.
yeah.
A little,
I'm intimidated.
Little Troy Barnes.
little Glover in there.
Oh, look at that.
Where are you going? What are you hiding, Peter? I'm just getting out of here. Bye.
There's a ton of other subsystems in here, but they're all disabled by the training wheels protocol.
Because Mr. Stark treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yeah, a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hands.
All right.
Much more fast-paced. You know, the and it's
I really liked that trailer.
yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Showing more of just how much of a kid he is. We're like, oh, capturing the bike and the churro with the old lady.
Which I love too, because he is a kid. Like, that is what Peter Parker is, a kid.
And
at
that's
the beginning, anyways.
And that's the thing, you know, we touched on a lot of like the Peter Parker that's like, I'm in love with the girl that I'll never get. And it so far, I mean, obviously he's going to a homecoming dance, so there's probably going to be a little element of that, but it's more about him and his friend, you know? It's more about like the boys going through this adventure together because, you know, his friends are coming along for the ride, like Zendaya and the rest of them. And he's, you know, trying to make it in the...
He's trying just to be a kid, basically, is what it shows. It's like a kid trying to deal with this thing that he has been given, essentially.
And he's kind of like the little puppy dog in the group, and he's just like, hey guys, what about me? And, you know, the rest of them are all like the big bad superheroes.
After you say that, it kind of reminds me of Scrappy Doo from the first Scooby-Doo, where he wants to go at everybody, but He's just the small.
It's not for the good of the group, which obviously Tony, we've seen in other trailers, gets angry with him and eventually takes a suit. But the suit is what I'm most excited for, too.
That was cool at the beginning where he's like, you have certain amount of web shooting techniques.
Yeah, different ways that he can go about utilizing his suit, which was pretty awesome. So that one too, showing a little bit more at the bank, showing the weaponry and how it just cuts through the freaking outside.
Because we've seen that bank part a little bit, and then we've seen the part where he comes up to the store. Yeah. So that was kind of cool to show that thing that they were using that was from the aliens.
And the one that cuts through the boat as well. I assume it's the same weapon. And then we've got Donald Glover showing up, talking about, what did he say? Something about you have to get better at dealing with people like this or like villains.
Something like that. I'm excited.
I think he's going to be more like the henchman that's kind of just doing the work with them. Because I know they're in the cleanup crew, and so he's probably just one that's there doing it, but maybe not one of the full-fledged villains.
Or he's like the one that is a part of it, but he realizes that these guys are kind of turning on.
Yeah.
And becoming.
It's becoming something far out of his control.
And he's like, that's not what I'm all about. That is not why I'm here.
Right. And he's going to be the turncoat maybe and help them out.
Yeah.
And then he becomes Miles Morales. But either way, it's so exciting to see. So we're going to get into the international trailer.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what differences.
Yeah, see how different it actually is.
Yeah.
Once we get that set up, and here I'm turning it up so y'all can hear it. Go.
Hey, there's Captain America. There's Iron Man. Whoa, look at that new guy. Who's that? That's my cue. I gotta go. I was in a fight with Captain America and I stole his shield and I threw it at him. What the hell? He's big now. I gotta go.
Yes!
It was the amazing thing that's ever happened. So Mr. Stark was like, hey, Underoos. And I just sort of flipped in. Hey, just a second. Coming.
Perfect.
I love that flip.
We have thin walls, though.
There I am.
The rich and the
powerful.
That was awesome. They don't care about us.
That's perfect.
We have to pick up after them. We have to eat their table scraps.
These alien bastards are tough. You gotta use the stuff they use. The world's changed.
It's time we change too.
So what is our next retreat?
What, next mission? We'll call you. Think of a little more mentoring. Could be a real asset to the team.
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the gift for you.
Oh, all right, kid. Good luck out there.
Someone is collecting stuff from Avengers battles and building these crazy weapons. This is my chance to prove myself.
Yeah.
That part already.
What if somebody had died tonight? Different story, right? Because that's on you. I wanted you to be better.
8 years without any trouble from those bozos up in Stark Tower.
And this little bastard in red tight shows up.
And he thinks he can tear down everything I built.
I've got a plane full of brand new Avengers weaponry to load up.
I knew it.
We're gonna put them out of business. We're gonna take everything they got.
You're not gonna stop me.
Do you know him too?
Yeah, stole his shield.
So the plane, that was a big thing in the trailer that we had before. When I first saw the plane, I was thinking, that doesn't look like your average jet. Like, it definitely looks like,
Avengers.
Yeah, it looks like a SHIELD plane.
Yeah.
So seeing that it is something with a shipment of technology, and that's their score, that's the big score, is they're going to go rip off the Avengers and steal all they have, because it will further the team's power and ability for, damage control, I believe the team is called. But that's cool to get a more villainous-centric
To kind
trailer.
of look at this too, I know this might be like a negative-ish, but it kind of happened with when, after the first Avengers movie came out, you had Iron Man 3, and it was like this big thing, why aren't the other Avengers here? So I hope that there's a balance enough to the point where Spider-Man is able to kind of get the, light.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, well, he kind of needs the Avengers to beat these people, I hope it's,
well, I think
good enough to where, you only kind of need Tony.
I don't know if it'll feel like they're missing as much because Spider-Man was very minimally in Civil War versus Tony was a big part of the Avengers movies. And then when he went solo, it was like, yeah, but we've already felt you throughout a whole movie with all these other people. And it does already feel like it escalated and then it deflated.
Right. That was one of my point. Like, bringing Tony into Spider-Man, like, it will have that kind of like...
It gives you a little bit more.
A little bit more, but at the same time, it's like, where's Tony without... Granted, there was that Civil War, so they could be doing their other thing. They're kind of separated at the moment, which is
definitely
great. And I also love that they're only... These ones are going to feel like an exhibition movies.
Right.
And not like they add to it. It ain't the
Super Bowl. Yeah.
They add to it. They're like Raw.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Before we get to the Royal Rumble, she's been watching a lot of wrestling recently. Booker T, 5-time. Anyways, but that's the thing is Tony lost a huge chunk of his team. And he's rebuilding it right now. So that's what's kind of cool is he's kind of doing his little thing where he's going and, fielding what's out there and seeing who he can get to join the ranks. And he already got him for Civil War, but that was just, a little bit. And now he needs to see what he's capable of. Mm-hmm. And he fails him. He fails Tony. And that's why Tony pulls the plug on his internship, essentially, and says, screw it. But then... He'll probably save the day, of course.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's too because he wants to keep Peter at a distance. Yeah. Because he's a kid.
It's true.
And I love the fact that he is still a kid. I mean, granted, I do love Tobey Maguire. I love the first and second Spider-Man movies.
Right.
And I did like the first Amazing Spider-Man. Right. But they didn't feel like high schoolers. Like, this kid feels like a high schooler, so...
And we got... out of it very quickly too. Like the first movie of each one, it's like graduation.
And I'm glad that it starts off with him already having the powers, and so that we don't see him getting the powers and him having to
figure it out. Go Web, go.
Go Web, go. Yeah, go Web, go.
And then giving us that little bit different perspective in the beginning too, where he's like vlogging to himself.
That's awesome. I loved it. Like on the roofs, it's like, oh, we saw that already, but he's like here.
And then you saw Ant-Man hanging on the War Machine too in the background. He's like, this guy got big. I gotta go. So I love how he talks too. That's just something.
I gotta go. We got cows.
We got cows, Lydia. But no, I'm really excited for Spider-Man. This just kind of cements it even more. I am
so excited for
and it's funny because they've been wanting to make like this, the rogues gallery, if you will. They want to make this group of baddies that are all working together, and this one is so organically doing it. Like, I love how they're building it.
I love that, like, they are the cleanup crew that went down and got all of this, like, they cleaned up after the Avengers,
and
after that, because like obviously someone had to clean all of that wreckage that they did in the first movie, because that was a hell of a lot of
junkling everywhere.
Damage that they did.
Damage control.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is there was like that one shot.
And why wouldn't you want to take some of that like alien tech?
Well, and there was that one shot, I think it was for the first Avengers with Lizzie Kaplan. And the brother from Just Bring It, and he was in Hackers as well. Yeah. Where they like get the weapon and stuff, and then they're using it. So it's cool that at street level, mischief can be had and turn these regular average Joes into powerful villains. Yeah, because like in the
Shield, in the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they did have that episode where like some people, like some of the firefighters took tech of the aliens from the first Avengers movies, and then
to hunt down each one.
Yeah, so I'm excited I'm excited for this only as well too, because Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton. So.
It's funny, I had that queued up in my head. I was like, can we just talk about Michael Keaton more?
I love it.
Which we can, but one thing...
It'll probably be so happy. He's like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
But the biggest thing, too, and it's not in the trailer, but it's news that came out on Twitter, and people were wanting to know what we thought about it. Michael Giacchino.
Okay, so yeah, they had like that little tidbit that Michael Giacchino did for Spider-Man, and he incorporated the Spider-Man, which is awesome because Michael Giacchino is kind of... perfect for it. I mean, I thought he did very, very well with Jurassic World, and he took that Jurassic Park theme that John Williams made so well, and he like incorporated it into his own music, so I'm excited.
Homage and something a little bit different. Something that he does do pretty well.
And
but
I enjoyed recently with
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
And that one didn't have a pre-existing theme.
Right.
And that's the thing, is memorable themes that he can create on his own, whether it's built off of something before or it's something original.
Right. And granted, yes, we know that he did Rogue One, and I know that
he didn't have enough time,
and I thought that if he did have enough time, he would have made like...
He'll get another chance.
It was good,
yeah,
but it wasn't like I like Doctor Strange a little bit more.
Yeah, and we also had a lot of, on Alessandro Desplat that we were kind of hoping for, and then it got taken away at the last moment.
But I'm very optimistic
Spider-Man.
to the point, I'm excited for Michael Giacchino.
Yeah, whether it's in the movie the whole time or not, I'm excited to hear it laced in with what they have going on with this Spider-Man in the universe, finally, of Marvel, Disney, MCU. So that is something we are looking forward to as well.
So thank you so much for watching our reaction to the new Spider-Man trailer, both the international and the regular one.
Yeah, I feel like they're really old now, though, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
But with that, though, I mean, like I said, we do have jobs. But if you want to help make this our job, we have a Patreon that you can visit, and that will help fuel the fire, kick into the party, to help get us to new places like Phoenix Comic Con. But coming up, Schmodown! We are headed to Collider Video on June 13th and June 16th. We will be competing against Team Action.
I'm so nervous and excited.
It is exciting, but it is going to take a little bit of your guys' help, just in terms of just, cheering in our corner. We want you guys to be there for that match. And you can do that by liking and subscribing and doing the thing.
On our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram.
And we will also be headed to D23 in July.
And then I'm super excited for that. We're huge Disney fans. Everything Disney, not just Marvel or the Star Wars sides of Disney, but their animation and Pixar and their live action on the Disney side as well. So just going to that is just amazing, and it's right next to Disneyland, so you get even double the magic with that as well.
Double dose of Disney. So we are excited for that, but that's a ways off. So thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye. Sorry we're late.